Why we were the only one who saw this coming? Every forecaster out there told you that 2026 was going to be bullish. Every single one, except one. And March just proved exactly why. The markets didn't recover in March. The bounce we expected never came. And I know what you did. You looked at the forecast, you looked at the chart, and you thought, did the system break? No, this is exactly how the system works. The best forecasting method on planet aims for 80% accuracy per year. That means every single year there will be one month that does not go to plan. And March was that month. But here is what separates the people who profit from this method from the people who panic, knowing what to do when the forecasts invert. Let me explain what actually happened. In March, the forecast curve flipped direction. We call this an inversion. The market did not rally where we expected. Instead, it did the opposite. It rallied lower, then sold off again. If you did not know what an inversion was, you were completely lost. You had no idea what you were looking at. But if you knew, that inversion was actually telling you something critical. It was telling you, do not buy, do not buy. The trend is still down, do not buy. We were tracking two specific windows in March. The first, the Saturn low. In a bull market, Saturn creates a floor. In a bear market, it creates a ceiling. March was a ceiling. The second window, the equinox. This is when Trump came out and announced a deal. We got our bounce, but it was a short lived because the trend was never truly bullish. And John was the only forecaster who had predominantly bearish for the whole year. Everyone else still calling for a new highs. These guys are still calling for a new highs. The primary direction is down. I'm again telling the primary direction is down. This year is bearish. So, how do you actually navigate this? Every single month, there are around six specific dates. Dates where the market is most likely to change the direction. We call them solar dates, and there are two rules. Just two. Rule number one, tops are bad, and rule number two, bottoms are good. If you are bullish, you want these solar dates to trigger on lows, not highs. That tells you you are trading with the trend. In March, we got highs on the dates, not lows. The market was screaming at us. The trend is still down. Now combine that with planetary triggers. We use McWhirter method, the most important houses. First, fourth, seventh, and 10th. When planets like Saturn or Mars move through these houses, markets respond. Mars trigger explosive moves, gaps up, gaps down. When you see a gap on a chart, Mars is usually behind it. And when the moon passes through the 10th house, the house of business, and disagrees with the trend, it forces the market to roar, even when everything looks bullish on the surface. This is not guesswork. This is 100 years of market observation condensed into a method that almost nobody knows exists. Right now, April is being watched closely. There is a time cluster forming. Planetary aspects are merging with the scale of 9 and mass pressure forecasts. April was tagged neutral, a possible relief rally, but things are shifting. And the members, they already know. exactly what we are watching. Look, a difficult month is not a failure. A difficult month is a lesson. The people who practice these solar dates every single month without skipping, those are the people who figure it out. This is exactly how John learned. He was handed a list of dates, no rules, no explanation, just dates. And he watched them for 10 years. That is the level of commitment this method demands. And rewards. If you want to stop guessing and start calculating, join the International School of Forecasting, get the monthly private forecast, learn the time by solar degree course, and every single one of these dates before the market moves. Comment yes in the box to join the school.